And welcome to this Warcraft replay, Night Elf vs Undead. Probably one of the very infrequent matchups here on Warcraft 3. Of course I don't know actually because this is PGL and PGL happened a couple of months ago. I actually W3 replays they shut down their replay system again, so I can't download any recent replays. I have to make do with all the replays I have downloaded back when they actually got it up again. I don't know what they're doing, but it's definitely not good for me. Anyway, Nicker spawning as the blue knight of play in the top left. He will face off against Lucifer, the red undead player in the bottom right. So, yeah, Nicker with a spoiler alert against Tho. A devastating loss against him. It was kind of back and forth, I guess. Of course, they're only back and forth once, so that's kind of depressing. I would have been so depressed if I lost like that. With victory very much in your grasp, but you just can't like clinch it just yet, and then the thing in your hands just builds siege engines and you just lose. So that's exactly what happened there. It was very unfortunate for him, but that's just what happens when you're not too aggressive and trying to close out the game. So Death Knight vs Demon Hunter here, classic matchup for this particular race pairing.
A player's forces are under attack.
We have a lot of ghouls. It is going to be a mass ghoul opening here from Lucifer, so Tomb of Relics hasn't been placed down, no graveyard just yet, so we are going to have a mass ghoul opening from Lucifer. He loves his mass ghouls. I'm not sure how useful it's going to be, especially on a big map like Turtle Rock. Usually ghouls are a very good way of dealing out close, very small maps, and yeah, Turtle Rock is not exactly a small map. But hopefully Nicker should realize that his opponent, okay, he's going a lot of ghouls. I should probably expect a ghoul rush here from my opponent, so either go very quickly into tier 2 to try and get it panned out as quickly as possible, or go Huntress to try and deal with that ghoul threat. We'll see what Nicker is going to go for. Of course, this is assuming he did realize his opponent could gone for mass ghouls. Well, he'll know now because he just went for a second scouting. Lucifer did have Unholy Aura on his Death Knight. Sometimes Death Knights go Death Coil regardless, but that's generally when they want to go like very early harassment. Unholy Aura might be for Lucifer going at least creeping until tier 2. Not tier 2, level 2. So we'll see if that prediction is indeed true. He might go for that other green creep camp there. Get himself a very easy second item.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nicker, on the other hand, is very much like wanting to go for some harassment here, but he's kind of lost track of his opponent, so probably can't go for an harassment. Cloak of Shadows will be sold, TP Staff and Bruiser Speed will be picked up instead. Lucifer choosing to go tier 2 pretty early on. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Lucifer might actually place down the graveyard. There we go. And Lucifer is going to go straight into harassment after he gets level 2, so pretty predictable there. Detonation was unable to go through as Nicker suffered himself a Death Coil. Okay, Nicker is going to respond by trying to harass the Acolyte line here. This might be a lot more devastating for Lucifer actually, because if he loses an Acolyte, he is going to be forced to either mine with 4 Acolytes or cancel that Halls of the Dead. But it seems like Lucifer is posing too much of a threat, and he is going to force Nicker to actually TP back to his own base. So 17 versus 29, that's not exactly good for Nicker. I don't know how many wisps he actually has out. He has 1, but 1, 2. He does not have that many. I'm very scared for him actually. So we have 5 here, so that's 10, that's 12, 14. We have about, how many is that? Oh god. We have about 7 wisps? 5 wisps? Yeah, we have 5 wisps out gathering lumber so far. Okay, the supply is 23, so Panda out second to deal with that ghoul threat. Like I said, I do very much like it when my predictions are right. Drunken Haze will be used to make creeping a little easier. You can see all those beautiful mist procs there, but Lucifer is just going to... Okay, he didn't steal it because he doesn't have enough mana for a death coil, but seeing his opponent has no Breath of Fire, this is going to be very difficult for Nick to actually deal with. Drunken Haze will try and make those ghouls a lot less efficient, but that doesn't mean all their attacks will be misses there, and the Panda will fall at level 1. Nicker probably should have given over a TP scroll just in case, but yeah, he didn't exactly do that, and he is going to get punished for it. Death Knight is practically out of mana, and in front of the Demon Hunter he is going to be out of mana for quite some time. Lich come out as a second hero, and tier 3 is going to be started for Lucifer. Slaughterhouse has been placed down, and we are probably going to see a couple of Crypt Fiends being popped over as well. Lucifer is kind of struggling on lumber, but since he has plenty of ghouls, I think that is
Players' forces are under attack.
not going to be a problem for long. Alright, Panda has been revived back. Nicker is going for 1 Ancient of Lore. I don't think it should be smart to go for a second because he probably can't afford a second one, honestly. Demon Hunter with a very low health, but he is going to be preserved back to base. And probably Moonwell back up. There we go. Alright, Lucifer with his big threat once again. Detonation is going to deal with those skeletons there, and Lucifer is going to be forced to retreat a little bit. A very fast Demon Hunter with boosted speed, able to pick up a couple of those ghouls. Frost Nova onto the Demon Hunter, but we will not be able to see any sort of death coil there, as he is still constantly mana burned. Mana burn onto that Lich. That is gonna pretty much be his last Frost Nova for some time, as the Demon Hunter goes back to base with that stat preservation. Panda is gonna deny that Archer. And this Ancient of War was still in Mortal Kombat with this Gargantuan Sea Turtle. Drunken Haze will be used. This Panda will not get level 2, sadly. I mean, if he wanted, he could definitely send this Demon Hunter away and potentially give full experience over to the Panda, but that is not going to be the case. But regardless, basically just any enemy, any creep, will give level 3 and 2 to the Demon Hunter and Panda. Orb of Corruption has been given over to the Lich, and that is going to be a pretty powerful Lich so far. +3 Mantle of Intelligence, giving a total of +8 bonus attack for that Lich. Okay, Troll Trapper will fall and give levels to the 2 heroes of Linker. Watcher Magi is going to drop as well. Ring of Regen will be picked up by the Panda. Could be useful, but the thing is, like, when you're dealing with a Death Knight Lich combo, you'd rather want a Runic Bracer to try and mitigate that burst damage rather than actually just regen. So yeah, both players claimed 1 Watch Award each. Lucifer selling a couple of items there, TP Scroll included. Picking up Dust and a Scroll of Healing. Nicker might be in trouble here, as his opponent is very close to his doorstep, and his heroes are kind of low, so he has to be a little careful. As soon as he sees them, he should run immediately. But yep, there we go. He actually ran immediately instead of actually killing blow on that turtle. Nicker is going to lose himself that Ancient of War, giving a little bit of experience over to his heroes there. But yeah, the Ancient of War was essentially just used for farming purposes, so it's not that impactful just yet. Nicker is going to start his bear production right now, and they are going to do very nicely against those ghouls and corrupt fiends. Oh dear, GG from Nicker. I was going to make a point, but that just did not happen. Okay, very quick game from Lucifer and Nicker with a yet another loss here. I am very sad for him, but yeah, at least an undead player won a game. Funny that it's such a rare occurrence to see an undead player get a win here. So GG from Nicker. That was just weird. That was such a bad ending to this game, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I will see you guys again next time. Take care.